Hey, I'm Mrs. Moss in Richmond, Virginia. I love the church. I think abortions affected the church, so I'm blabbing about that a lot. Um, let's talk about fivefold ministry. What's the fivefold ministry? Let's see. Apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, and evangelists. If you've ever heard them talk about fivefold ministry, they're pulling that out of Ephesians about different offices in the church. Well, now I want to talk today about pastors, pastor shepherds. How do you recognize a pastor shepherd? The man or woman that holds this office, what do they care about? They care about the sheep. What is a good shepherd doing? Looking at the sheep. See what kind of shape they're in. So this is the office I'm talking about. I'm not talking about evangelists right now or even teachers. I'm talking about shepherds. In churches all across America, sometimes their preacher or pastor or reverend is a shepherd. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes their leader of their church that they call the preacher is actually a teacher. But I'm talking now about shepherds whose number one job is to look at the sheep, determine the health of the sheep, worry about the sheep. So if you're a pastor shepherd, what are you worried about? Are the sheep being fed? Are they munching too much on this Bible study, but they need to balance it out with this Bible study? Are they being taught well? Are they resting? Or is your church just running them around killing them? Are they out of balance some kind of way? Are they lazy and you need to push them out to get out and move around a little bit? A good shepherd cares about the health of the sheep. So my heart call is to encourage the church to strengthen existing post-abortion ministries that might already be going on in your area. And if there's nothing going on, start something at your church. So let's say your church has a lot of little healing people in it, let's say you got a bunch of healers that want to go out and help all those people who are brokenhearted over their abortion. And they got these healing ministries. I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but a lot of times the people that are drawn to healing ministries, they have what? Tremendous mercy gifts. Their hearts are crafted by God to be merciful, to draw to the broken, to heal the people that are broken. So their hearts are very open. They are doing what? What are they doing? They're doing frontline work. People coming in off the street who might be crazy, who might have so many multiple issues at home. There might be coming out, the church hadn't had 15 years to clean them up and help them get delivered of all their stuff. They might be going home to an abusive home. There might be raging addictions going on right now. So you want to be kind to these little healer ladies or men, because what are they doing? They're gentle-spirited, they're open-hearted, they're mercy-gifted. So what does how does a good shepherd pastor need to worry about them? Your good shepherd pastor needs to worry about these healing people being protected. And sometimes wolves will come into the healing ministry either dressed like sheep or they're so pitiful, and these healers have a blind spot for that. They go forward to minister. They look in the darkest, ugliest stuff and yet have hope. So a good pastor shepherd will discern when the healers are getting worn out, or if somebody has slipped into their ministry trying to kill that ministry, and he will use his eye of discernment if he's aware the Lord has gifted him for an eye of discernment to see who's taking out the sheep. The reason I'm saying all this is there was a word that went around a couple years ago. Well, I don't know when it went around. And it was like this. There are going to be people that have been how do I say this? There are going to be people that are going to be used by the enemy that have been released to wear out your ministry. These people have been released by the enemy to come to your ministry, wear out the healers, wear out the ministers, and kill it dead. And so that happens sometimes. So your pastor shepherd needs to keep his eye to his healers, whose hearts are so big, to see where the wolves are coming in to take down that ministry. Let's say you're just a little local church, and 5 ladies at your church want to do some healing for post-abortion ministry. I don't want to scare you by saying, oh, it's hard like golf and you can't even do it. But there's wisdom that comes in with this kind of messy healing ministry. So if you're little 5 friends and you're sweet little ladies and you eat a lot of little cookies that you cook and your hearts are tremendous, and maybe you don't have a lot of streetwise wisdom, your pastor can help you stay safe. Or let's say maybe you need a board over you. When I say a board over you, I mean maybe you need to set some people with wisdom, like 5 or more people, to be a protective and wisdom group, which is called having a board. So your ministry can have a board, and the people on the board will keep their eye on you. They'll give you wisdom. They'll protect you because they're your board. They'll give you advice, and they'll kind of hedge you in from being so out there that your ministry gifts are running wild and you're unprotected.